Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fanatics of Film, and this is just a quick video. I hope you're having a great Easter, and I'm not sure if I'm going to even upload it on Easter. We'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out, won't we? But this is going to be just a series of two videos that I just get into some detail with what happens with Darth Maul. So this, to me, if you get a chance, read this comic. The comic that I'm going to pull up is quite amazing, and a lot of people are arguing right now on Twitter. A lot of people are arguing on Twitter about the Clone Wars, the current Clone Wars arc, etc. One guy went after me about saying it's how could you not like the the Bad Batch arc and all that stuff? You like the Bad Batch arc and everything. And I tried to stomach it at first, but we're not going to get into that. The point is that this is what it could have been. So this story, this arc is what it could have been. So if you recall this moment, this scene, this is an incredible scene. Of course, we see Sidious for the first time battling Savage Opress and Darth Maul. And in this moment, Sidious you realize, so he has to kill Savage here. And so this is a lot of spoilers here coming your way here. And so he does this little skiddly hiddly, but he does like a backwards shuffle. It's almost like a dance move that he does right back into Savage. And it's just this horrifying moment for Maul. I mean, if you can see there, let's see if we can you can't really see, but anyway, his moment it's a really emotional moment for Maul. And he is just absolutely distraught, and they're epic. They have a kind of an epic momentary battle, and kind of what happens here is that we have Savage, saying that he was basically never good enough. He was never good enough to be an apprentice. Never good enough I was never like you. I was never like you, brother. That's what he says here to Maul as he's dying. And the way he fizzles away is very interesting. So this makes me believe it's green. The Force ghosts are blue, etc. We don't know the details of where he goes here, but I think he may go to a place where maybe Sith Lords are perhaps put on trial. Maybe they're put on trial. Maybe they're given a second chance. Maybe they're into a place where they're in spirit prison, whatever you want to call it. Whatever, it's Easter. So I'm just in that momentary mold of thinking. So anyway, it's this green mist that he becomes. So he becomes this green mist of a being here, and just kind of fizzles away. And it's almost like he's matter, but isn't. And it just disappears right in Maul's arms. And so it's quite an emotional moment here. And anyway, so moving on. So Sidious, of course, outlines that he actually quotes the rule of two here, and to reiterate what happens here is that, of course, the rule of two, and I'm sure it was the Sith philosophy. It was the Sith philosophy mandating that only two Sith Lords could exist at any given time: a master to represent the power of the dark side, and the apprentice to train under the master, and only one day fulfill their role. So one master to have the power, the other to crave it. So in short. So anyway, and of course that was the Darth Bane arc, and that was the Darth Bane rule. So anyway, he does recite that here, and it's interesting. I hadn't thought much about Sidious. I hadn't thought much about how much that he would adhere to that, how much he would adhere to that rule, and how important it obviously is to him. So anyway, really amazing. So we see here, and the epic battle here is amazing. It's, Maul is fighting. They're both fighting with two sabers, and Maul has the dark saber in one hand and his regular lightsaber in the other, of course. Just an amazing moment. But anyway, the point is, they finally, of course, Sidious overpowers him and basically treats him like a rag doll. Just throwing him, tossing him around like a rag doll. It's this insane part. But then he finally ends with the moment of just coming at okay, this is it. No, I'm not going. What am I? What am I going to do? Kill you? I have more. I have more. More. He has other things in plans. And so the very next scene, if this was a Clone Wars episode still, is the very next scene is this. And if I can get to my page here. So this is literally the very next scene. Okay. So Sidious takes, and he left the Darksaber there, just for, in case anyone cares about the Darksaber in that moment. He had left the Darksaber there. The Darksaber was being wielded by Maul. He ended up having to leave it there. They just kind of left it there in the streets there, or whatever they were fighting in, the mural, the area, the designated art scene. So on Stygian, home to a secret prison, only known to only a few. And so this is, kind of I guess we're assuming it's either an ice planet like Hoth, or maybe it's just a region of the planet that's like that. So, but this is the Citadel. This is the Citadel of that area. That's the, and of course, so Sidious has other plans for Maul. He has specifically said that he won't kill him, and he has other uses for him. The very next scene is on planet Stygian, home to a secret prison known only to a few. And Sidious in the scenes here says, do not make the fact that I have allowed you to live for compassion, my former apprentice. And Darth Maul says there is a purpose for everything in the galaxy and a way to destroy it. Sidious retorts with, "I see you remember your lessons." And so anyway, it's a great moment. So the point that I liked Maul's thing here. There is a purpose for everything in the galaxy and a way to destroy it. That's a great just a great quote. It's a great quote. It's a very epic, very telling quote of what Sidious has taught him. And of course we have Dooku shows up, and Sidious speaks with Dooku alone. And of course, there's a lot of outline of detail of why, of how Darth Maul feels about Dooku, and just seeing him as kind of this almost frivolous character, kind of like almost a complete disappointment to him. And I figured that's what Maul is. You find that in this arc, is that's all Darth Maul is. He's pure blood rage. That's what I see. That's what I found from this arc. And there are so many forces poised against us. There are so many forces poised against us. To ensure our complete and total victory, we must root out and destroy all of our enemies. And of course, Dooku is saying, "You speak of enemies other than the Jedi." And of course, he's talking about Mother Talzin. And so Sidious speaks with Dooku alone, revealing his former alliance with the Dathomirian witch, Mother Talzin. Not long ago, Grievous had invaded Dathomir, and he was insistent that he had killed her. Perhaps Mother Talzin lives in the evil nether regions, still able to wield the Force in some ways, although she is dead. That's just, some ideas that I just concocted from this. So, but anyway, let me know if you like this video. I'm going to continue these if we do get some more. If there are some more that we're able to continue with this, if this video gets enough likes, I'll do another video on it. Click the next video if you want. And thanks so much.